Marco Dominic Gonzalez, video 2. I left off my last video. It is 09:56 a.m. 10/25 2014. This is a video statement as evident in the event I deceased. I want an answer for this. Even if people lie, they're going to lie. Obviously, who would own up to this? Only a whistleblower would. Only somebody with a conscience would say, I know this, Dominic, this is this and this is that, but the people need to know this because I've experienced it. But I don't see a news story on this. And I left off my last video as I'm trying of an incident that happened last night, this morning, that is similar to when because I made rants and I made video rants and I made notes. And I was waking up out of sleep, very disoriented, stressed out, and like blinded. So what I started to do is cover my TV screen. Now when I started to cover my TV screen, it stopped. I was just waking up normal. I could see and everything. So what I started to do is say, okay, I'm not consciously coming out of sleep and then remembering the TV's on. But I'm saying it has to have something to do with the TV. I took off, because I put a really dark black shirt over the television, and it stopped for a time. Well, it didn't stop last night, because last night I noticed when I turned off the TV, it appeared very dark but on. Now, just my natural instinct was, cover that television. But then I said, no, let me see what happens. Well, what happened is what happened before. I'm waking up disoriented, I'm waking up blinded, I'm waking up stressed out. To where I have to cover the TV and hope to God there is no other tech that can cause that type of strobing effect. Now, this started in Hollywood, California. And I want to say this started right around Christmas Day. It's where I'm turning off the TV, but I think the TV's on. Now, what was happening in Hollywood, California is I was waking up out of sleep with a noise coming from somewhere. I thought it was coming from my computer. But at some point I said, it's coming from the television set. And I couldn't figure it out. But I'm saying, but the TV looks off, but it's on. And so I have a question. When did hypnosis start in Hollywood, California? Again, I'm alleging I'm under a forced hypnosis. I'm alleging then, was I under a forced hypnosis last night using the television? That would make sense to me now if I'm starting to really say, okay, how are they doing this? Again, I'm just talking this out. But what was not happening in Hollywood was it was not causing a strobing effect, meaning I'm not coming out of sleep with a blinding effect. And again, the strobing effect, and I can't compare it to anything. I can only say this is what's happened here in Tucson. And this is what's happening with my computer. It causes a blinding, it causes a blurriness with the computer. I noticed when I turned off the TV last night, it appeared to be on and kind of bright, but very dark. So that if somebody was outside looking at my window, they're not seeing a TV turn on. Because that would be the first indicator, if they're turning on a TV and somebody's doing a hypnosis or something, well, that would be like, wait a minute, Dominic's TV's on, but he's asleep. But it would have to be similar to what was happening in Hollywood, California. Meaning the TV appears to be off, but it's on. But see, I couldn't figure out, because what I was doing in Hollywood is I was unplugging the television. And then I was replugging, and I was trying to say, oh my gosh, what's going on here? I remember one time I unplugged the television, and then the television still appeared to be on. But then, you know what, man? And I said this to my grandmother the other day. If you can control a robot on Mars, NASA controls a robot on Mars. People know that. That's common knowledge. If you can do that, you can control a TV in freaking a man's room, dude. I want to know who's doing that. And how did it start in Hollywood? Now, why are you doing that? Why are you putting a television that appears to be off, but it's on? What's the purpose of that? Why is there a noise coming from the television area or a computer at any? Because I remember waking up out of my sleep, and it's like it's a very irritating sound. Is it just torture? Is there another reason for it? I'm asking you a question because I don't know.